For on pass against a Ricky Hatton and is qualified to be in this position.
Most observers feel that he was ripped off against Ricky Hatton, that Collazo was the guy who deserved the decision. This was leading for Ricky Hatton up to a mega fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. And the sense was in boxing after this fight that Collazo would realize.
In the Mosley fight in round number 2, he suffered an injury to the thumb on his left hand. He really was never the same the rest of the way.
And that explained after the fight why Collazo had such a discipline.
Boxing after dark.
Yeah, and you see he does things, you'll see here, that other fighters simply, you can't teach that. The right hand and then that uppercut, you can't teach that kind of speed. As a result of his athletic gifts, he's able to do things other fighters simply can't do, and he's coupled those gifts with a deep and successful amateur background on the highest level.
14 perfect.
Make sure he doesn't get hit.
Berto has bringing because he can fight. Oh, left hand staggers Berto. For one against David Estrada. Berto has,
some clears.
Collazo and most fighters are physically ordinary.
Good counter right hand by Berto. Catches the attention of Collazo.
Collazo's trying to counteract.
Oh, Collazo's
always possible. That's how fast Berto is.
Men have had their moments here in round number.
It's evident to see, we're on this left hand catching Berto. Little off balance by Berto because he didn't have his back foot to catch him when he went back.
Nice. Look like he also went from the top. It was a long 1 minute.
Love the fact.
Collazo told us that
counter and then counter. Good.
And I think Collazo's jabs bother.
Berto goes straight. Berto shoots a good right hand.
We've seen it now.
Yeah, this is one fight where Berto had.
There's the hand speed. The combination from Collazo looks to come right back.
Part of his game plan, but seems to be effective.
Good right hand by Berto. That hand speed as he jumps into the left. We talked about it.
There you go, Berto.
Kind of increased his intensity as Berto more punches.
Pro Collazo is. How ability to land punches with that hand speed. Yet Collazo was impressed by Berto.
I think Collazo's hurt on. Looked like he was bothered. Berto, he's been warned a couple times for holding. Collazo digs with a hook. Counter right hand for Berto. Misses with the left. Collazo with a short left inside.
See, this is where Berto's a bit too square to Collazo, where he's showing and cover up a bit more.
Collazo winning the battle on the inside.
This is where people... What exchanges here?
Berto digs in on the inside. Right hand over the...
But this is where I don't like...
Taylor, a great but flawed fighter for the same reasons. He's a little too eager to mix it up and square up to his opponent.
Collazo has done great work to the body here in this round on the inside. Most of the... Again, Lennox, the point you made, Berto's too square in front of Collazo, right now.
Even in this situation, he's supposed to even push him off. Berto should push off Collazo and get moving backwards, and then he could apply.
Already. Left hand didn't hurt me.
Berto's fighting Collazo's type of fight. I don't think he should actually be in and out. Go do his damage in.
Clear across the ring. He had him hurt. He won that round with that big shot that sent Berto flying. Round 2, Andre Berto came back with nice right hands. Berto went toe-to-toe, and certainly Collazo got the best of him.
We're seeing a young, physical, seasoned veteran fighter.
Let me just put some of those numbers and answers back. The Collazo threw 90 out of Berto.
Now, that's because Andre Berto's fighting the wrong type of fight. He needs to use it.
Them and had him badly hurt. I don't think it's...
Like I said, he's boxing.
This is your last warning, and I'm going to take a point away.
Point deducted just for holding, not just holding and hitting. And I applaud the referee, but it's uncommon.
Yeah.
His game. So this is for the first time in his career training like an elite athlete.
More, you know.
Collazo was not a coddle and not having access to the same perceived elite.
He said, I'd like to give up the bread route and make some
Probably down on the scorecard. For a welterweight, Collazo's not a height and reach advantage. Really began his career as a middleweight.
Not experience, and he said, this is where it goes to power. And he has to wait till Collazo commits himself and take advantage of that. Berto's
effectiveness of Collazo. Box only 7 connects for Collazo. Little clash of heads at the end of the last round. Stay out of Collazo's wheel. Much more intelligent approach to the start of the round by Berto.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that. A box can't do that. He's got to use all.
In round number 4 for holding.
Already deducted a point from Berto for holding. If Berto continues after that, he'd be looking at a disqualification.
Berto stepped in with a good right.
And when he's switching sides, Berto's trying to push him against the ropes as a form of holding, but what he's doing is allowing him to punch at the same time and not punching him back.
You know, give Collazo credit, able to deter Collazo, who continued to throw punches to the body to apply pressure.
Trying to catch you because you're allowing him to commit himself, and that's when you can use your quickness and take him out.
Left cross, shoe shot to the body by Collazo. He dips away from the punches of Berto. Uppercut by Berto. Collazo withstands it.
Here, boxing fans.
Right hand by Berto, knocks back Collazo.
And Berto's got a good uppercut, Collazo, but you know, you have to throw 2 uppercuts, not 1.
Which we saw Collazo do earlier.
The headbutt by Collazo, but you know, wasn't meant.
50% of his power shots according to Harold Letterman's scorecard.
4 rounds to 2, Louis Collazo. But I gotta tell you, Bob, I thought in that last round.
Agree with that. You know, a referee not allowing you to hold 1 bit. You gotta.
But he warned him in round number 3, and he deducted the point in round number 2. 23-0, 19-3 with 14.
Berto begins each round looking sharp and crisp and landing his punches, but class.
More than halfway past the fight. And
Berto's landed a couple nice hooks to the body. Just
this battle is taking a toll.
either a left hand or right hook.
This round.
Collazo's making a big mistake. Again, an explosive punch at
Collazo fans trying.
Taking over increasingly, suddenly shifted.
Collazo complaining about it.
I remember my fight against Frank Bruno. Frank Bruno came out.
This is the 3rd time he's in against a top fighter, an elite fighter, and
Power shots in the last round. Collazo just didn't. Only threw his. He's tough to
Bob. Berto concentrated on Collazo's body early, and it seemed to pay dividends.
Berto trying to pick his shots right now. There's a lot of Berto
to his game here, which we saw flashes of in his fight against State.
Facing his shots to the body, which is important at this moment.
And that's the reason why Collazo is slow.
He's extremely inactive right now. There are no undefeated fighters.
Did as many punches as Collazo has thrown. To this point, Collazo has thrown 27. Good right hand by Berto. Rocks back the head of Collazo.
And you ever see a good left jab by Berto.
This is it, low.
Looking for something, and Berto is adjusting and giving more to fill that vacuum at the top of the sport, and Roy Jones's decline.
Every advantage you can, holding you, and Collazo realizes that Andre's hurting and going in there and
Short left, Berto counters.
also what Berto did.
Where the ending is difficult to determine, and here we see Collazo rallying back and hurting Berto and changing, it seems again, the momentum.
Shouldn't even be taking these punches. You should be pushing the guy Collazo to come after him. Right now he's just.
And these are the problems that Berto had earlier in the fight. Good right hand though by Berto. Collazo misses with his counter right. Left hand by Berto. Snaps back the head of Collazo. Digs right back in.
Problems for Berto, not for fight fans. This is great stuff.
Great what worked for him.
Bob, 87, 83, 6 rounds constantly putting pressure on him, even when he works him. I don't know. I think this kid's coming forward the whole fight right here. Shows some flashes of what he used to have in the ring tonight, and I think he's slower than he normally is. I think
they'll slow you up.
Chanzo fans have made the trip from Brooklyn.
Berto needs his boxing ability right now to beat Berto, but throwing a lot of punches in there.
This is how Berto got in front of Collazo, who's just picking him apart and digging to the body.
Now it's Collazo who found that extra level to go to. Berto's going to have to respond. He's getting hit an awful lot.
Thumping right hand from Berto after a Collazo combination. Berto has abandoned his jab. He's fighting an in. Hook to the body, hook to the chin by Collazo.
Collazo looks a little bit winded. This is the time for Andre to take advantage if he can, but whether he has enough
pace for the 10th round of a fast-paced and brutal fight.
He just walked in there with no punches.
Power punches thrown around is 34. Collazo threw 106. Can Andre Berto illusion? The under 20 months early in his career in the 3rd round.
Both fighters know how much is at stake. For Collazo, Berto, his
just about a year ago here in Boxing After Dark, Paul Wood.
And today, if I never have lost. And I think most undefeated guys need to go through one loss. Type of champion they are when they come back and gain their...
Berto, there are no undefeated fighters in these shark-infested welterweight waters. There's no one who hasn't had... And Berto's trying to remain the only one unblemished.
Any body shots. So this is the time for, you know...
Berto trying to land that big shot. Collazo being cautious. Right hand by Berto. Remember, Berto had to remain undefeated. Good combination by Berto. Collazo answers back to the body. Berto steps in with a right.
Berto's doing the right thing. He's getting in them power punches early because if he wants to win this fight, this is what champions are made of.
Collazo right now looks very arm-weary.
We also have to remember our scorecard is could be closer on the judges' card.
This is where Berto should really come in forward and step to the side.
Coming forward, looking punched out and taking crisp counter punches.
Berto has landed all standing there.
Collazo has yet to throw a real punch with something on it this round until maybe right now. Good.
Collazo's hurt.
Berto steps in with an uppercut to the body. Collazo punches. Is Berto final 10 seconds?
He got it. Was it big enough?
Time. What a fight.
Good fight. I wouldn't want to.
And still, WBC.
Collazo had his moments in